The Multiverse Collective.
I think we open on a nighttime scene, a clearing in the woods with a campfire going. We see a man sitting next to the campfire. What does he look like? Explain yourself.
So I think he's still got a youthful face, but it's definitely got a lot of scarring from the fact that he's just been fighting this long. He's got long hair pulled back into a ponytail and probably a very unkempt beard. Not full length, but as much as like a 20-year-old's gonna have unkempt beard, just like the scraggle.
We all went through it.
Yeah, I still go through it. That's why I keep mine down this low. His hair's brown, and I think he's got a lot more scarring over one of his eyes. He's definitely just in like some basic clothes that he found right now. He's not in his full suit.
Yeah.
I would think.
I imagine he probably doesn't put that on unless it's necessarily needed.
Well, the suits give them the powers, so.
Right.
Yeah. And his is seen better days at this point.
What's he doing around this fire? It's late. There's not really anything going on at the moment.
With that, I think he's actually working on the helmet of the suit.
Okay.
So the helmet of the suit is the green helmet, and he's got, you can see where it looks like something hit one side of it. So there's a lot of scrape marks, and that spot where that eye would be is shattered.
Oh, so it's like when he puts it on, you can see through it?
Yeah, you can see his eye through it. So he's trying to like figure out a way to fix that, but he's just getting frustrated with it because he doesn't have anything that can fix that specific part.
Does he, when he repairs stuff, does he like scrounge around abandoned cities or anything like that to try and find spare parts?
Oh, for sure. I think he tries to stick as close as he can to home because that's where he's always been, but he probably goes to some of the abandoned areas around trying to find any metal or anything he can.
Yeah, for sure. Like, does he bring any sort of like repair equipment? Like, does he have like a full blown like a welding bench somewhere?
Oh gosh.
I should start. Do we have a home base, or do you even?
I don't think he does, honestly. I think he's having to move around too much.
Okay.
I think he just sets up in the woods some nights like this, and I'm trying to think of where he would keep all of the equipment.
I can't imagine that either it doesn't have a storage space or he wouldn't have added one on.
That's fair.
Like, even if it's just like a welded, like not necessarily a backpack, but just like a trunk. just like stuck to its leg or something.
Fair. So yeah, he probably would have like a trunk built into the leg so it's like accessible. All I'm thinking of now is he also has like one of those pull-out tent things on the side of it.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Yeah,
that's
so
how he
good.
sets up his little camp, actually. Yeah,
that's such a good idea.
So he does have that, and he's got a welding bench built into it. It's more just like a fold-out ironing table.
Yeah, behind the armor, he just peels back a piece of armor, and everything's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a cool aesthetic. I love ridiculously analog ragtag machines like that.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, that's basically what I was having in mind when he was fixing this thing up, is he's taking parts.
And explain what this thing is that you're working on.
So it is a towering machine. If you're from that world, you might think it's an Aster, but it's fully mechanical, not magical. And it has... the base of it almost looks, it's got a lot of green hues and everything, and you can see where it's like one of the arms doesn't fit it anymore. The right arm is basically like this yellow armored piece that has like, you can see towards the wrist there is a tiger head basically built into it. And the left leg is blue, and that's actually where he's working right now, is off the side of the left leg. But it is blue instead of green. There's pieces of armor that have been broken off and sealed back with chunks of other colors, and just some of it's just sheets of steel that he found from buildings, things like that. It looks like it would have been impressive before all of the modifications started. Now it looks like he's covered it in enough scrap that it belongs in like a demolition derby almost. But you can still see the like outlines of what used to be like a dragon-shaped Zord.
Has he painted or put like any logos or anything on it, or is it just he doesn't have time for that shit?
Probably doesn't have time for it. There's probably the remaining faded star because he was an army ranger.
Yep.
So I would imagine they had fully branded on the sides of it somewhere, probably like on the chest. They had the army star thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably really faded and like pockmarked with weapon burns and stuff by now, but you can probably still just make it out.
All right. I feel like it's been a few days since you've had any like good fights, so you've probably had a good amount of time to fix this thing up. Does he have any sort of? I feel like he. I don't remember if they do or not, but does he have like any sort of like handheld way? So I imagine it's like a screen on his arm, like a wristband, almost like a Pip-Boy kind of thing.
Okay.
Where like it has like stats and data.
He's probably taken like an old handheld. Let's see, we're in the.
Oh yeah, we should probably set the world we're in, huh?
Oh yeah, we probably should. We went straight to me, but not to.
I straight up didn't think it. Yeah, so it's currently 1978 in this world.
Okay. That gives me a tech to look at. Oh god, I don't know that we got much to work with in the way of.
I imagine
screens I could use.
No, well, I mean, it's obviously they have more advanced. I imagine it almost looking like a Star Trek style computer screen, where you, like anybody that's not familiar with it doesn't know what the fuck things are. It's just like lines and numbers. But if you're in the world, you know what everything means. You know what I mean?
Fair, yeah.
Just like or like Aliens almost, where it's just
where it's like super high tech, but it's not really. It's like an old ASCII terminal.
Yes, it's what 80s thinks high tech look like.
Yeah.
Yes, right. So it's that sort of situation where it's just like it's a bunch of vector graphics, green lines, black screen. Otherwise, so you get this little ping from your wrist as one of the sensors goes off.
All right, so he would definitely immediately check that out because any ping is not good.
Yeah, and it seems like it's sort of like just on the very edge of what it can sense. Like it's not very powerful. It doesn't seem like it'd be really. If you want to worry about it, you can worry about it. Otherwise, it doesn't necessarily seem like it would be an issue right now.
He's been fighting for a long time. So I think he's itching to get going again. He's at that point where if he's not fighting, he's trying to find the next place he can fight because that's all there is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's immediately starts closing up everything, sliding in the umbrella, and he just looks up and pats the side and, all right, Harley, something's going on. Let's go.
I like to imagine there's like a door that you get into and it's got like an elevator going up to the...
Oh, yes. Yeah, for sure. Because the way they get into it in the show is so crazy.
Yeah, there's no teleportations in this one. It's either cockpit external or internal.
Yeah, the door's probably right next to the elevator. Mm-hmm. So he like squeezes past, gets in the elevator that he's built this onto, and just elevator music as he goes up.
Yeah, so you a very familiar cockpit. It's basically your home at this point.
Yeah, there's probably ration bars stacked in the side somewhere that he raided from somewhere.
Yeah. MREs, man. So many MREs.
So many MREs.
So I feel like these screens have a little bit more data than what you can get on your wrist. And you see it's a strange signal. It doesn't seem to be one you're normally used to finding. It's more like, because you're used to more finding alien enemies and their sort of like signals and like radio frequencies and stuff like that.
Right.
This seems like something. It almost feels like a little bit of corruption. Like it almost feels like the sensor itself is corrupted.
So it's looking like a lot of background corruption, basically, in the.
Yes, like you're kind of curious as to why it even triggered anything. It just seems like background noise.
He's going to look at it and he's like, "That's not one of theirs. Come on!" And he's going to just start walking this massive machine in the direction that he needs to go.
I feel like we get a cool shot of the first step, like stepping on the campfire to put it out.
Oh yeah, that actually, yeah, just carefully stomps into the campfire, crushes it down, and drags a little bit like there's dirt covering it to cover where he was.
Then carries on like always. Gotta leave no trace.
Leave no trace as the giant robot mark footprint.
Yeah, so I feel like your sensors kind of can go out like a couple miles. And like I said, it's just but you see as you get closer, it's not necessarily getting stronger like you would expect to. There just seems to be sort of like a thin, weird energy signature. Okay,
so it's not getting stronger as he gets closer to it.
No, but it is getting closer, just not stronger.
Okay. Trying to think of what he would have to like look at it with.
Well, we could roll your gravity and your functionality to see what you can find. See what you found in the past.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So
2d6 plus 1 for your functionality.
11.
11. Okay, so I feel like at some point in your travels, if there's like this weird like little radar, like almost sensor coming up off the head that does like it wasn't stock. You added that.
Okay. So he's got just a little deep.
Yeah. And it goes to it's not tied into any of the functionality other than power. It's just sort of got its own little screen that's like duct taped to the side. And it starts to ping, which is not something. This thing is meant to track radio waves, not like physical objects.
Okay.
And that starts to ping as you get closer.
Okay. If that starts to ping, I think he would open up like communications to try and pick up and see if it is a radio signal, just like a really weird one.
I think so. I think you would get. It would almost sound like static. Oh, God, it would be. There's sort of like this corrupted frequency kind of thing that I'm trying to think of, and it's almost like background, like cosmic sound. Like, have you ever heard the sounds from like space that they detect from those kinds of things? Yeah. So it's not necessarily a radio frequency, but it almost sounds like something trying to be a radio frequency.
He would continue going towards it for sure and be keeping check to see if anything else is coming near it. And I'm trying to think if he has anything that he would try to do. I'm trying to think of like tech that could work in this.
Okay. Has he gotten into his suit yet? Has he morphed? Or does he just like...
I think until he sees something coming, he's just like, just a muscle tee and pants at this point.
Before we go any further, what's his morpher look like?
It's the belt buckle style still. Okay. But the coin in the middle of it is like cracked in the middle, about halfway. It looks like it almost got destroyed, but something stopped it.
You're getting like almost this like not necessarily a vibration from it, but just a sense. Like
just a sense.
It's an unfamiliar, like this thing is usually just sort of waiting for you to do things. It doesn't do much generally.
He's going to like look at it and then just like reach and touch his chest a little bit. That's where he's got the remains of the others, I think.
I don't think you're getting anything from them at the moment. I think they're
nothing
still
from
just...
them. He's just... Yeah, it's probably just like a habit of like checking that they're still there and everything.
Oh yeah, yep, they're still there.
Just because senses like that are kind of what's kept him alive this long, he is going to go ahead and activate the morpher and full suit and that cracked helmet.
Yeah. As you're morphing and your suit magical girl transformations into...
Yeah, my magical girl transformation. That's exactly what they are. But they are also functional because they've used them to blow up enemies.
The sense that you're feeling becomes more of just it's a sense that seems like it's almost coming from the grid itself. You normally, like, you can feel the power usually when you're morphed.
Right.
But it just isn't, like, it doesn't feel bad. This feels bad.
Like danger bad or just like bad?
Bad. Like a bad vibe.
What is going on? He has no backup. He's got no... I think he's going to slow getting closer to it at this point.
Okay.
Especially if he's getting that bad of a vibe off of it. And he's going to... I think he'd try to get close enough to, like, visually see where he, like, roundabout where it's coming from. Just so he can get, like, a view to see if there's anything visibly
okay, let's make this a roll. Let's call this either read the room or dispel uncertainties.
All right.
Whichever one you're trying to do. Either I can give you a piece of information or you can ask questions, depending on which one you want to roll.
Oh, we're going to go read the room, then. That's a plus sense.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. That's a negative. 8 minus 1 is 7.
7, so you get one question.
One question. What's being overlooked here? I feel like I'm missing something that fits perfectly.
Okay, so as you're sort of getting the lay of this land, you begin to see movement in... As you're approaching where this sense is coming from, you begin to see movement in the immediate area that isn't triggering your motion sensors. And there, like, you kind of get the sense that whatever these things are doesn't feel right. Like, you're not entirely sure what that means, but they don't feel like they should be here.
Immediately, well, already more so, probably prepping missiles, not shooting them yet, and I'm going to call out, "Who's there? What's going on?"
Is that over the radio?
Yeah, over the, like, because they can speak through them.
Yep. So you get back in your radio waves, just sort of this, like, almost screeching, kind of clawing, weird animalistic sounds.
Does he often see people in this area?
So let's talk about where we are. I don't think you're necessarily right next to your hometown. So we'll say you're probably in the San Bernardino area, which is close, but not like there's a pretty good, like, distance there. And I'd say that there probably are some, like, refugee camps around there, but not really anything major or anything that the
Nothing
aliens
major
would.
enough that would have giant animalistic noises coming
Correct.
from it.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely will just immediately... He's survived this long because he fires first. So I think he's just going to start a barrage of his missiles into the nearest one of the things that he can see and the area around it.
Give me a strike decisively. That's plus clash.
An 11.
11. Okay, so that's full success. Basically, there's these 3 or 4 things just sort of milling around that are making the sound, and your missiles strike true. There's not really much that they're going to do against these things, but they just sort of, they blow up.
Okay.
And the sounds seem to stop, but the weird energy corruption is still around, and it's still, like, traveling. Like, it's still, like, on a radar, like, it'd be still following, like, almost like the path that these things took.
Oh, so it's moving.
It's not necessarily moving. It was...
Or basically they're coming from where this...
Yes.
Okay, that's immediately bad vibes plus weird creatures. Something else is happening. This might be dangerous for the refugee camps nearby. So I think he's going to full run in his suit then towards the danger.
In his suit or in the Zord?
In the Zord. Sorry.
In the Zord.
Zord's suit, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so as you follow it, you begin to see that it's sort of coming on a weirdly, like, not necessarily, like, straight, but in the general direction of the former Angel Grove.
Okay. The bomb that was used on Angel Grove,
Yes.
does it leave radiation? Is it something that he'd have to worry about?
So the way I see the bomb that had destroyed Angel Grove, it basically left a crater. There's nothing there, just a big depression. It was magical, so I don't think there was radiation really. It's just sort of, there just is nothing there anymore.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like a magical radiation. He would keep going. I think he doesn't have anything to prepare really, because everything's made into the sword. I didn't make like any real swords to remove or things like that. So he's going to, on his way, be trying to use any of the systems in the Zord to find anything else that might be. I know it's coming through the radio signal, it's pinging that system.
Yep.
He's probably going to try and like do some sort of scan if he's got like a spectrograph or something like that, so he can like do a more in-depth scan to see if there's any like atmospheric readings that are different, things like that.
I'd say everything that you're reading is coming from the grid itself. All of this energy, all of the like the weird senses, none of it is physical other than the things that you destroyed.
Okay, so there's nothing physical really coming through. Even those seemed to not be triggering anything like motion sensors, so
yes,
they were barely physical.
And I feel like as you're traveling, you sort of find some more as well. I don't know if you want to just annihilate them as you go, if you want to stop and look at these things, if you want to just keep traveling.
If he comes across one on its own, I think he would try to like yank it up and.
I think so. I think he would probably come across one on his own, and
or if nothing else, he'd destroy the rest and then keep one alive.
Yeah, you can definitely keep one alive. Your sense that it wasn't entirely physical, like it is clearly here, so you don't entirely know why it's not triggering your systems, but it's a robot, I guess, of some sort. It's pretty small. It's only about 10 feet tall, kind of crunched over. It doesn't really have any visible weapons. It's just sort of, it almost seems feral. It's just trying to like claw and bite at you, basically.
I think just after he looks at it and everything, he's gonna like take some images through the Zord's computer and everything, just so he's got something to study later, and then just crushes it and keeps going.
And you approach the edge of the crater that was the former Angel Grove after a while, probably a couple hours of traveling. I can't imagine you're overly fast.
Not if you watch.
Even at full sprint, I think you probably only move like 10 to 15 miles an hour, probably. Maybe,
yeah,
I don't know exactly scale, but that's pretty close, I think.
It just looks like a dude wearing a big suit that's shaped like a robot. Just
yeah. Your speed is more the size of your legs as opposed to how fast they move. Do you spend a lot of time here? Or have you not really been back to the crater since the bomb dropped?
I don't think he's been back to the crater. I think coming back towards it is a reminder that it happened. And he's been trying to avoid just actually seeing it. He knows that it happened, but it's kind of one of those, if I don't think about it, I can keep fighting.
Yep. So yeah, you're within a minute or two of seeing the crater.
He's gonna stop for a second, and he's just kind of gonna full no motion in the area that he's in, and just kind of calm down. His breathing's starting to quicken, his heart rate's just racing in his chest, and he's almost having a panic attack, and he's having to like calm himself down. We've got this.
Let's roll a plus home just to see how that goes. This is your home.
6 + 1 is 7.
7. Okay, that's mixed success. So I feel like you should take a temporary danger. Let's call it homesick.
Homesick? I can spell. I promise. You've seen me type on Discord. You know I can't spell.
And that'll be an easy one to clear later. But I think just for now, I think it's just. So you take this moment, you center yourself, and as you approach the edge of the crater, and look into it, you see this thing is like there's probably 50, 60 more of these just milling around feral robots.
Are they just milling?
They haven't necessarily seen you yet, but you think that's probably why they haven't attacked.
Okay. I think for now he would want to just kind of kneel down and shift his weight enough that he can like stay in that position without making any noise or moving. Because he's in a Zord, he doesn't really have to worry about his legs getting tired. But he's going to just sit and watch them for a little bit to see if they do anything more than just mill around.
I mean, let's give it another either read the room or dispel uncertainties and see what you can learn.
I will dispel uncertainties this time.
Cool.
1 + 1 + 1, 3.
All right. So, I don't know if you really... I feel like you're just sort of distracted at the moment. You don't really have...
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if you really learn anything particular.
All right. If he's not noticing anything, these things have already attacked. Every time he's seen them, they've attacked him, right?
Yep.
All right. That means he's figuring at this point they'll attack someone else if they get near them. So he's probably just going to step out there and start swinging the massive tail on the back end of this Zord and just kind of plowing a bunch of them at once.
Okay. Yeah, let's do... I think that's a good exchange blows. Plus clash.
Oh, 2 and a 1 is 3.
Okay.
All those good rolls I was having earlier barely succeeding. Now
so I think a good risk for you to take at this point would be overwhelmed. Like it appears once you get like into it, a lot more of these things are coming out of the woodwork that you didn't see.
Okay.
You're managing to take some down, but it seems like the more you fight, the more just sort of show up. And you feel like maybe if you had done some better looking, you would have figured out that there was something else going on. But
yeah, that fully tracks.
But I feel like it's sort of in your code to... You're not a detective, you're a soldier. You're here to fight. And
right.
You definitely are fighting. And I think as you're fighting, you are sort of going down just based on gravity into this crater. And you see, on one of your screens catches your eye, and you see that the corruption signal is a lot more, basically this entire area. And there's a big spot of dark red right in the center.
All right. I think he's going to try to I assume... Are they physically attacking him, or are they shooting him with something?
No, they are all... There's no
clawing,
ranged weapons on these things. They're clawing, biting. They're basically trying to tear into you.
All right, so I imagine they're kind of crawling up the legs.
Yes,
of
they're not very good at it. So you're not taking a ton of damage at the moment until you start to get really overwhelmed, but your repairs and armor are holding out for the moment.
I think kind of like someone walking through mud, he's just going to try and trek through, swatting at them as he goes, basically.
Yeah, like a daycare provider covered in 5-year-olds. I got you. Yep.
Exactly like that. And he's just going to keep beelining this red dot. At this point, he's thinking whatever this is causing these. If I stop it, I stop them.
Yep. I feel like that's a pretty fair assumption. And as you begin to see, as you get down into there, it is on the ground is a big, probably 20-foot diameter, swirling, red hole in the ground. You can't see through it, but these things are definitely coming out of it.
All right. I don't think he's dumb enough to just try to explode the portal.
I think as these things are starting to overwhelm you a little bit, I think the coins in your pocket are starting to hum a little bit.
That's honestly going to surprise him a little bit because they've not done anything in 8 years. How are they going to start doing things now?
I mean, this is the point of where they last were when they were whole.
That is. I think he fully stops again, and he just freezes in almost a panic, and he just whispers, "Guys, And
I think you like sense this pulse of power coming through this portal, because what we established was the grid is not as strong as it used to be here. It's strong enough to give you the ability to morph and power the coins, but it's not creating any new coins, and it's not going to repair what you have. But I think that a pulse of like pure grid power pulses out of this and resonates with your coins. Not enough to really like repair them. As you're standing there, like these things that are crawling all over you begin to like get blown back. As you look around and you're getting like weird phantom senses on your radar of friendlies that haven't existed in a long time.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to use my Sigalai move then and kind of channel through the coins and the grid itself to just help, please.
Yeah, and I think all these weird little robots around you, like they're just, a way is cleared for you. Like they're not necessarily getting overly destroyed, but they are being pushed back almost like there's an aura of protection around you.
Okay. Is it opening the way forward or the way away?
Yes, it is clear through to the hole in the ground.
Okay, I think he's just going to, while there's a gap, sprint forward as much as he can and go straight for the hole.
Mm-hmm. Straight for the hole is how we do it here.
Yep, straight for the hole.
Yeah, I think as you get closer, the protection sort of wanes a little bit and these things start to claw onto you again, but there's not near as many. And as you fall into the hole, you begin to travel through this swirling vortex, almost like a red Doctor Who vortex. And these things that are crawling all over you, wherever you're supposed to be going, whatever the other side of this hole is, you don't seem to make it there as you are sort of ripped out into like this vortex. And as you land, probably just rolling on your side, destroying these things around you, you seem to be like in a very different place. It seems to be, first of all, it's daytime. It was nighttime when you left. And you are, it doesn't seem to be as dark of a place. And you can really feel the grid here. It seems to be stronger. And as you stand, you realize that there's a hole closing behind you that almost looked like it was ripped. Not as clean as the one you went through. It almost looked like it was ripped into something, and then it's closing up. And as you stand up, you see a mech in front of you that looks like it was part of the Royal Knights in England.